Long ago, the islands of Java and Bali were one, a single vast land of green hills and sacred mountains. In this unified land lived Mpu Sidi Mantra, a powerful Brahman priest known for his profound wisdom and simple, holy life. But his son, Manik Angkeran, was his complete opposite, a handsome rebel consumed by a dangerous passion for gambling and greed. Having lost everything, Manik Angkeran fell deep into debt, bringing shame and ruin to his family's sacred house.
My son, your gambling has brought shame and ruin to our sacred home. When will you wash the greed from your heart?
To save his son from destruction, the holy Brahman undertook a dangerous pilgrimage into the high mists of sacred Mount Agung.
At the mountain's smoking edge, he offered his pure prayers to summon Naga Basukih, the divine dragon protector of ancient treasures.
The sacred beast arose, honoring the unblemished purity of the Brahman's heart, for it gave wealth only to the righteous. Mpu Sidi Mantra brought the divine gold home to clear his son's debts, warning him that this wealth was bound by an unwritten law of moderation.
This wealth comes from the sacred dragon, Manik. Use it only to pay your debts. If you use it for greed, it will become a devastating fire.
I understand completely, Father. I will pay my debts and live simply, just like you. I promise.
But the promise was hollow. Within days, Manik Angkeran threw the dragon's gold back into reckless high-stakes games, losing everything once more. Consumed by greed and pursued by angry creditors, he secretly stole his father's sacred bronze bell to claim the dragon's power for himself.
Without his father's blessing and driven by malice, he climbed the holy mountain, demandingly summoning the keeper of the earth.
Naga Basukih emerged from the smoky depth. It knew the young man's heart was stained with vice, yet it chose to tolerate him once out of respect for his holy father.
Give me all the gold you have, beast! I know you hide infinite treasures inside this mountain! Fill my basket now!
Mortal greed has no place on this holy peak. And leave, or the mountain will swallow you alive.
But greed had completely blinded his mind. As the dragon turned to leave, Manik Angkeran saw the shimmering gold tail, and a fatal plan was born. In a moment of absolute madness, Manik Angkeran struck, cutting off the sacred dragon's tail to steal all its power and fortune at once. The sacred guardian, severely wounded, unleashed its terrible wrath. The mountain shook, and the skies turned to fire. In a flash of divine light, Manik Angkeran vanished from the physical realm, leaving only his worldly garments as a monument to the price of greed. Waking to a silent dawn, Mpu Sidi Mantra discovered his sacred bell was gone, and with it, the key to the dragon's wrath. Driven by a father's dread, he scaled the volcanic slopes in a desperate bid to stop his son's absolute madness.
O Basukih, divine keeper, spare my son. I beg you, heal your tail and restore his life.
I will restore his life out of respect for your sacred devotion. But the father and son must be separated forever.
By divine decree, Manik Angkeran was given a second chance at life, his body restored from the dust, but his destiny was permanently altered.
To seal the dragon's absolute terms, the holy Brahman slammed his sacred staff into the center of the earth, drawing a permanent line of separation.
From the scratch of the holy staff, the ground fractured violently, creating a massive chasm that tore the ancient kingdom apart. The rushing waters swallowed the gap, forming a permanent sea that separated Java and Bali forever, the birth of the Bali Strait. A boundary made of water, a lesson carved in stone, a reminder of the price paid when greed overpowers the soul.